Aita for not consoling my BF. Because I make more money, I make a good deal of money and live a very modest lifestyle. My monthly budget is $4,000, and most months I profit around $30,000. I'm self-employed, so it fluctuates. Sometimes it's more, sometimes less. I've been dating my boyfriend for 5 months, and while he's a good guy, he's more traditional than anyone I've ever dated before. He works as an assistant manager at a farm supply store, earning $15 an hour. We're both in our mid-30s and live in a rural area. I only moved here to be close to my niece and nephew. No, he doesn't know how much I make. We've only been dating for a few months, and I tend to be private about my finances. I drive an older Kia, and last year I bought a standard 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, which I've nearly paid off. The issue started when he saw a notification pop up on my phone for an invoice to a vendor, about $5,000. He was shocked that I was paying that much, so I explained it was just the cost of doing business. He replied, "Must be nice to drop twice what a normal person makes in a month on business." I'm usually pretty laid back when it comes to conflict, so I casually told him it would be nice if I didn't have to pay that bill at all. He dropped the subject, but I could sense something was off in the days that followed. He seemed distant. When I visited his place, I asked him what was wrong, and it turned out that seeing me pay someone $5,000 had sent him into a spiral. He was trying to figure out how he could be a man when I was paying others more than he makes in a month. I didn't like the implications of that, like I'm doing something inappropriate or something, and I asked if he freaks out when farmers spend thousands on equipment. He said that was different, and asked how much I actually make. He hadn't asked before, and I admit I downplayed my income, so I lied and told him $120,000, which is officially my salary take. Anyway, he burst into tears. In hindsight, maybe I should have comforted him, but at the moment I didn't. I know he feels like a failure, though he's definitely not. He has a cool job, and I love that he's so knowledgeable about farming. He's well respected in the community, which I think is great, but he was upset that I make more in a month than he does in a year. I may have dropped the ball when I told him he'd need to figure out how to be okay with not being the provider, and then left his house. I just couldn't see a way to make him feel better without either lying more or making myself seem smaller. Maybe I should have told him how working in a farm store is really admirable or something. It's easy to think of these things afterward. I suspect it's an early midlife crisis, but I resent that it's affecting me. It bothers me that because I'm successful, he feels bad. If I found out he had family money, I'd be happy for him. But no, learning I could cover a $5,000 bill for my business made him feel less confident, and he ended up taking it out on me. That's a him problem, and I'm still kind of upset about it. I don't know. I realize I'm speaking from a place of privilege because it's been a few years since I've had to worry about bills, and like it or not, that changes you. So AITA for not consoling my BF because I make more money?